What's up, everybody? How are things? How are things? How are things? I want to make sure everything is connected and working properly. As you can see, the title of this video is Use. Okay. Producers as well. These are all tools and steps that anybody can use because I'm a producer or artist, your music, your videos, all of those things. I know that a lot of people are screaming into a void. Like many of you, I used to be confused about posting. More importantly, I was completely overwhelmed by the idea of keeping up with what the algorithm wanted me to do, what I thought I was supposed to do, what everybody else was doing, instead of identifying who exactly I am targeting, okay? A word for this is finding your niche. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to understand exactly who you are targeting. Now that I'm on the opposite end of that, I have created my own algorithm, which is eventually going to turn into my own economy as an artist. I know a lot of people have been seeing all of this about distributing your own music, okay? Direct to consumer. We've seen a lot of artists like Russ do this. We've seen Nipsey Hussle do this. We've seen La Russell do this. We've seen it, right? But I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to get started on this. This is introductory level. This is not above what you can do as an artist, DJ, or producer starting from ground zero. I have started from ground zero, okay? And I didn't start just yesterday. This has been an ongoing thing. I have been a published writer for over 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for over 2 years. I've been in the arts community forever, okay? That is my beginning story. I came up in a realm of artists, okay? And a lot of the times, all you ever hear is stories about struggling artists, right? No one ever tells a story about success because a lot of people don't know that there are so many different forms of success in the entertainment industry. There's so many ways to go about what you want to do. So I'm going to be exposing a lot of the different options and opportunities. But the first thing you need to do is stop screaming into the void. As an artist today, you need to create your own economy where money can flow directly and freely to you. You can think of this as opening channels for yourself, direct channels from your niche consumer, from your market, from your audience, from your clients, from people who want what you have directly to you. I'm super passionate about talking about this because as an entrepreneur for the last 10 years, you go through so much. And being a business owner is highly glamorized. It looks good when it's working out, but a lot of people don't talk about the struggle. A lot of people don't talk about what you actually have to do. You don't have to do that. Say that I have been a grant writer, but if I needed to, I definitely could. And if you're interested about that, just put that in the chat. But I've done it all. And what I'm doing now is different because I am creating my own economy based on the things that interest me the most. So my first channel was here on YouTube. I don't have that many followers on YouTube, but I've had this YouTube channel for over 5 years. I have been active on this channel for all of 365 days. Okay, it's been about a year since I really started taking my YouTube channel seriously. And then within that year, I took a 6-month break. I went to South America and I spent all of my time learning how to play the piano and producing on machine. Now that I'm back here in America, I've decided to take my music career seriously, okay? So all of the classes and courses that I've taken, all the mentorship that I have taken that has not been free, that has cost me money, I'm sharing it here with you. And I want to do that because I'm a firm believer that in order to make it to the next place, you have to position someone in your place. So I invite you to join me on Skool because I have a community of over 50 members of DJs and producers and artists in that community. And we are building steadily every single day. I invite people in and we are learning and we are on this journey together with me at the forefront, testing out everything and bringing it back to you when I find out how it works. So YouTube has been my first channel and I started by serving people on here. As you can see, I've been sharing my journey from making my EP to just going ahead and teach people on Skool, and also through YouTube I teach people on. And are you posting hoodie content? You need to know exactly who you are directing your content to. And it's not just anybody that will listen. It needs to be a specific person, an avatar. So for me, I'm still learning about my specific person, right? So I know for now that who I'm talking to, they are producers. They are people that make music. They are not just hobbyists. They are people that make music on a daily basis and want to get paid. If they don't already get paid from it, they are serious about getting paid through the music that they make. Okay? So that's who I'm specifically talking to. I'm talking to people that are familiar with softwares that you make music on, equipment that you make music on, sounds, techniques, all sorts of things. I want to chime in here. A lot of people are afraid to go beyond what everybody else is doing. A lot of people think that you can just look at someone who's popular on the internet, copy exactly what they do, and you will get the same results as them. This will not happen. You have to find your own particular market, your own particular person, avatar that you are talking to. That is, maybe they are shadow banned or their engagement is low, when really you're just shouting into a void. One day you're posting the fact that you went to Taco Tuesday. The next day you're posting some beats. The next day you're posting another art. Since making my page on Instagram strictly about music, me making music, music equipment, music equipment. Once I stopped posting everything other than music, I started to get so much more traction. Okay? There was a lot of other things that I did. I'm going to share some of them here with you today. But once I started to just post music only, I have been getting so many results. Okay? In the last 2 months, I have gained over 2,000 followers and I've had over 300,000 views on my page. That wasn't saying anything more than 100 views. Way less than 100 likes. I would be lucky to get 100 likes on any post. Okay? I have had posts that have over 100,000 views, over 30,000 views, 50,000 views. And now, just on an average, 2,000 views. With so many more likes, so many more shares. And this is just me implementing very, very simple things that anybody can implement. I told my daughter about how I saw a new artist and how I approached you. She understood me, but told me in today's climate you might come off creepy. I apologize. No, I didn't think you were creepy. I'm not weird, so, well, I am kind of strange, so I don't know. Maybe that's why I didn't think you were being weird. You weren't being rude, so I didn't see anything wrong with our last conversation. I'm glad that you pulled up today because I am going live. I always appreciate when people comment. In today's world, people are actually afraid to interact with people. People have lost the concept that you're supposed to be making content with people, connections with people. Whether that's by commenting on their stuff, as long as you're being respectful, I don't see anything wrong with that. But also, my question for you is, have you joined me on Skool? Because I know you said that you are a producer as well. Inside of Skool, of course, I'm hosting classes, but I'm giving out a lot of free information. More importantly, there are like-minded individuals like you and me that are linking up to share knowledge and information. So if you have not, definitely do that. So in 2026, Instagram has refined the initial test group. Okay, it's called the trial phase. It no longer shows your post to your followers. It treats every reel as a trial reel to see if you can survive in an open market. So if you are stuck under 200 views, it's because your content is failing the very first gate. This is what's happening. You are failing the very first gate. That's why you're not seeing any more feedback other than the people that you know directly. Because you're not interesting enough for people that do not know you to interact with your post, that you're falling short underneath that to people that only know you. And these people have seen you do so many different things. They're completely uninterested. I hope that doesn't hurt anybody's feelings by saying that, but it is the truth. And because you have tapped in here, then this is the information you came for. This is exactly what you should do. You should reset your algorithm. So the trial reel, basically Instagram allows you to post trial reels that are only shown to non-followers, okay? If you aren't using this, or if your main posts are failing, it's because the algorithm isn't getting enough positive data from strangers. Now, you do have an option to post trial reels. You don't have to, but I think using trial reels is good when you want to test out this said market. When you are able to define who your market is, who your client is, who your audience is, what your niche is, then you should start using trial reels to see if you can get out of your commonly known circle, to see if your content is valuable to other people. So the algorithm gives you about 100 to 200 test slots with people who do not know you. If they swipe away instantly, the gate closes and the reel is simply buried. You're just not going to get anywhere with it. It sucks, but that is the truth. Then we have the 3-second stop and scroll method. Now in 2026, watch time has been replaced by early retention as the primary gatekeeper. Instagram looks at the percentage of the test group that makes it past 3-second mark. And these are the people that move forward through the next gate. So let me tell you why you're failing. If you are not getting a message in within the first 3 seconds, you're not going to make it. If more than 70% of your test group swipes away before 3 seconds, the AI in Instagram flags the content as clickbait or low value and stops its distribution. You must use a visual hook, a movement, a text pop-up, a sound in the first 1.5 seconds to pause your viewer. You need to start gaining attention from your viewer by either using text, sounds, or visuals. So the information I have is mostly just about text and sounds. Visuals are cool. I come from a very visual world. Okay, being an actual artist, my medium was always photography, videography. So my first thought is to show someone something beautiful, but that's just simply not enough now. You need to tell people exactly why you're here. what you have to give them. Let me know if this is resonating with you in the chat, because this video alone, we're going to be simply discussing how we are going to update the algorithm. I have an ebook that is completely free in my Stan store, and I will put my Stan store here in the chat. It's completely free. All you have to do is click the link, put your email in, and you will get a free version of these methods that I'm going over. Okay, I'm giving you free game. I'm giving you 17 pages of free game. The rest of the information is within my course, and you can find that in Skool. But it is STAN period. And this is where you'll find all the information that I'm discussing. What? Where's my buttons? Okay. So I want to share that with you guys. I'm super proud of this body of work because, again, it has taken me and get me thousands of followers where I could not get the type of attention that I wanted before. And I want to make note of something. All the information I am giving you is to help combat against the starving artist theories. You do not have to be broke while chasing your dreams, okay? Does this mean no, you shouldn't get a job or whatever? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that you should pursue what you are interested in, because there's so much information out there on how to move forward with your dreams, how to move forward with your career in the music industry. It's out there. There's literally no reason why you should not pursue it. But it's going to cost you. It's not going to be free. So that is basically the separator. I talk to people that are serious about being in the industry. There's so many things you can do, whether that's sync licensing, whether putting out your own music, creating music for movies, TV shows, commercials. There's so many ways to make a living. There's so many ways. Getting placements. I plan on getting my first major placement this year. That is my plan. Because that's the type of artist that I want to be. The first step to doing that is to being seen, exposing yourself, allowing yourself to be seen by other people in the marketplace. That is also what allows you to bring more value to your brand. It's very simple. It's very simple. You have to put your stuff out there. You don't want to put yourself out there or your music, your videos into an open void. You want to make sure that somebody's going to see that when you put out high quality content. So then we have the share to view ratio. Likes are a weak signal now. Getting likes is not going to be enough in 2026. Let me put this very, very clear to you. If you do not understand that the 9 to 5 is going away, anybody that gets out of the workforce will not be able to get back in. I'm telling you that now. A lot of people that have already been out of it, maybe they've been laid off, maybe they've decided they wanted to pursue other things and they've been out of the workforce. I would say more than 70 or 80% of them will never be able to get back in to the workforce. You have to start building your own economy. The most sense it makes is to build your economy based off of things that you enjoy, because you'll naturally be good at these things because you're interested. And because you're interested in these things, it will interest other people. But you can't be scared. You can't be afraid to be seen. You have to put yourself out there. So when we are getting likes, everything that I'm doing, everything that I do now is put in place to generate revenue. If you see on my YouTube channel, you don't see me posting a lot of mixes and all these sorts of things because everything is copywritten. I don't make any money. If my channel was monetized, I am more than halfway through to having my channel monetized. But if my channel was monetized, I would not make a single dollar off of the work I put in to make mixes with other people's music. You don't make money for doing that. I am not impressed by people that are in this entertainment industry for likes. We're trying to get some money here. Yes. Have you read?
Yes, I have read until.
Is your drink done? Okay, well sit down until that and don't interrupt me again. Child, if you guys have kids, then you'll understand. But yeah. So we're trying to make a living. We are taking these steps to make earnings off of our channel. So that brings me back to the fact that being liked is a weak signal now. Being liked is not enough. I do not put my music, whether it's my mixes, because I'm also a DJ, so I make mixes all the time. I make mashups all the time. I do not put them on SoundCloud. I do not put them on YouTube. Because it's not my music, I cannot earn any money from making mashups and mixes. Okay? So I don't even spend a lot of time on that. I do it for when I actually have a performance. These mixes, these mashups, help me to look a lot better, look a lot more professional, look more exclusive than the other DJ next to me that has none of this. I have mashups and mixes that only I have. Okay? If another person has it, it's because they simply copied, or maybe they got the same vibration, genius vibration going on too. But all of that is mine. I don't post it because I don't make any money off of doing that. I hold it for when I go into perform and I can blow people away and people will want to bring me back because I have exclusivity. Exclusivity is something that people don't have anymore. This is what you want to start building on your platforms for yourself. So, getting a bunch of likes by posting content that is trendy in a way where you only get likes, we are trying to build brands that are sustainable and will sustain you in life. So now the initial test group is heavily weighted on shares via DM. So all your content that you're posting, it should be shareable. It should be valuable in the way that somebody else wants to share it with someone else and have either an experience, an aha moment, a laugh, a giggle. It needs to be shareable. So the science behind that is when you send a reel to a friend, you are essentially telling the algorithm, I'm staying on the app. I'm bringing someone else back to the app with me. Those are what you're saying. The algorithms that we are on, the YouTubes, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the number one priority for these platforms is to have you be on the platform and stay on as long as possible. So when you're sharing on the app, you are bringing someone who probably, maybe they're just on their phones, texting, or not on their phones. When they get an indication that somebody has sent them a message, they're going to go back to the social media platform and use it. That's the only thing that they care about. That's the most important thing. So I'll tell you why you are probably failing at this. Your test group likes the post, but nobody shares it. So the algorithm assumes the content is consumable, but it's not remarkable. And this keeps you stuck in the 200 view jail. Okay? So if you're a person that wants to get out of this and start to expand your reach as a creative, as an artist, as a DJ, as a producer, you are absolutely going to need to create remarkable content that makes sense. You have to learn about what you're doing because this is a new skill. This is a skill that people don't have. Let's talk about niche categorization, or if your content has identity. So before the test group even sees your post, Instagram's AI reads your video using computer vision, okay? It looks at the objects, the text on the screen, and the transcription. If your account is confused, maybe because you're posting about fitness one day, you're posting about crypto the next day, Instagram doesn't know which test group to show your videos to. It might show your fitness reel to a group of gamers and they swipe away, and you fail the gate simply because of a mismatched audience. Let's get one thing straight here. We are not posting content as audience members. We are not the audience. I will let you know this right now. Whenever I get on social media platform, it is to build my brand up, make money, period. I'm not spending a lot of time scrolling on social media platforms because social media is not for a person like me. I interact with people that I love and genuinely care about in real life, okay? I'm not saying that I think social media is lame or any of that. I think it's really freaking cool. You can get on there and see so many things, but we have to understand what it's about. Social media is limited hangout type of platform where it's starting to group people together that have the same interests. That's all it does. Okay? So you have to change how you're seeing your Instagram account. I want you to start only getting on your Instagram account to do research, researching your niche, researching your market, researching your identity and what people in your identity group signal, say, and do. Researching all of those things. Social media is no longer for enjoyment, for people like us. It is simply to push out your message, your story, and get like-minded people into your field so you can offer them what they need. People in my field need good music. They are Black people that want to hear music that isn't R&B. They want to hear house. They want to hear trap. They want to hear other things. That is who I'm catering to. I'm catering to music producers. People that have a purpose. Okay? The purpose of music. That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people that like to bake cakes. I'm not talking to people that like fitness. I'm not talking to people like that. So for me, the purpose of social media is to put myself out there so I can find like-minded individuals. And if you're not thinking of social media in that way, you are on the opposite side of this. You're on the side of being a consumer instead of creating. And now more than ever, the line between consuming and creating is going to get wider and wider and wider and wider. And we're going to have people that only consume. So many more people that only consume. I mean, there's already a significant amount, but this is the best time to bridge that gap. Okay? So let's talk about looping and the rewatching signal. The ultimate pass for the first gate is a completion rate of 100%. This happens when the video loops and the viewer watches it a second time. So this is why you're failing if this isn't happening for you. If your videos are too long, they're over 30 seconds, without enough attention, people drop off at probably the 50% mark. To pass the first gate easily, you need to create a 7 to 10 second micro reel with fast looping ending, okay? This also guarantees a high completion rate, which forces the algorithm to push you to the second larger group. This is what you need to do and consider when you're posting. The first thing, you want to identify your niche. Who are you talking to? What are you guys talking about? And then you want to make completely certain that you are posting content that people want to see. All right, so that is my message for today. If you have thought of anything, if this has triggered you in any sort of way, good or bad, definitely leave a comment. Definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I am on a journey, okay? And I'm not going to stop. I want to share all of this information to you. This commenting and liking and everything like that helps me to know that I'm not personally screaming into the void, that this information is helpful to you so I can know I'm going in the right direction. See you guys later.